it's Pierre from Spyder TV. I'm live from Quebec City from the motorcycle show. Spyder TV is here for the Can-Am products. We're going to be taking a look at the 2014. We're going to be talking about the RT series because we got a brand new motor. To talk with me, I've got Dany from BRP. Dany, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
All right, Danny's going to break down a little bit of the technical side, but I'm going to be asking him how the trivial rider, like the everyday rider like me and you, are going to be able to see a difference on the road. So my first question is, we got the new 1330. Maybe tell me a little bit about that and see where physically, when I'm riding the bike, I'm going to see a difference.
Yes, so yes, like you said, a 1330 cc engine, 3-cylinder inline transversal. So this is our new power plant for 2014 for the RT lineup only. And with this, you'll have 115 horsepower, and you'll also have 96 foot-pounds of torque, which is a huge increase. And the increase in torque you'll feel right away as soon as you take off, because the RPM at idle has lowered down to 900. So it's really low idle compared to the 991. And also you'll have engagement speed. So when you're in gear and you'll turn on the throttle, you'll get your engagement speed at 1,000 to 1,100 RPM. So straight off the box, you'll be taking off. It's really smooth, really nice transition. And with a 6-speed transmission, it offers a lot of advantages on the road.
I heard rumors that when you're actually on a highway and you get towards the town and your speed actually has to decrease, but you don't have a red light to stop. So you'll go down from 60 miles an hour, maybe to 30 miles an hour. What happens if I forget to shift, because sometimes we do, and I want to get up and go? Am I going to get that little at low-end speeds, you know, I was getting before I didn't want to go? With this now, I can be in 5th gear and still accelerate even if I'm at 30 miles an hour.
Yes, the increase in torque does show like that. Basically, the 991 would auto downshift at 2,500 RPM, whereas this one, it'll downshift at below 2,000 RPM. So you'll be cruising in town in 5th gear, and you'll be at 2,200 RPM, and you can just twist the throttle and the torque will take you away. You'll be able to feel that torque and take off. You won't get any stuttering, no engine hesitation. It's really, really powerful.
Wow, that's a big improvement on the last generation. I want to talk about these floorboards. These are new, they're not new for 2014 because we had them on the 2013. I love this. Maybe tell us a little bit about it. And there's a safety feature that you showed me before. I'd like a demonstration of that as well if possible.
Sure, yeah. So in 2013, as a manufacturer, we developed our floorboards for the S and limited models. And these floorboards offer a great advantage because they have the rubber pad that is floating, which helps remove a lot of the vehicle vibrations. And the safety feature you were mentioning is basically, we know that for a floorboard, if you have a hydraulic brake system that would have a leak or a failure, and your pedal would travel down, you'd be limited with your travel by the floorboard. So what BRP did was to offer a mechanism that would allow this floorboard to pivot forward and give you the full stroke of your brake pedal, which could be the difference in your stopping, in being able to stop.
Okay. Dany, I'm up to the big question now. In the 2014, I'm hoping that BRP has addressed a little subject, a little problem, we can say. We used to get a lot of heat on the right-hand side on the foot, okay? And I know that the radiator was right there. It's not there anymore, so are you telling me that BRP has addressed this?
Yes, with the new engine configuration, we were able to move the radiators towards the front, allowing the heat to be further away from the driver. Okay. In the past, with the new engine, we have an oil radiator that's on the engine, okay? So we don't have an oil radiator on the other side. So we have 2 coolant radiators in the front. Okay. And so they're brought up to the forward end of the vehicle, like I said, further away from the driver. The nice thing about this is that below 6 miles per hour, when you're coming to a stop or you're stuck in traffic, the radiator fans will be blowing forward, so the heat is going away from the driver and away from the passenger. And as soon as you take off and you're driving above 6 miles per hour, fans will stop and reverse and start blowing towards you. But we all know that once you're driving, the fans aren't on anymore, and you know the air circulation works on its own. So that's how BRP was able to address that issue.
I'm French Canadian, but I do a lot of my riding in the States because I do long distance and I go in warm states. So I'm going to enjoy that if I have a 2014, of course. I'm planning on it, but you know, that's one of the features I'm really going to enjoy as well.